My name is Joseph Worley, Joe Dan as I've been known, born and raised in Dallas, Georgia. I actually joined United States Navy. Navy corpsmen have been stomping around with Marines, for years and wars now, because there's no Marine that is designated to do what we do, which is to provide medical care for Marines who get injured, or anyone who gets injured, including other sailors, in the battlefield for the most part. September 17, 2004, while setting up, one of the guys had cut their leg somehow, and it was pretty bad, and they needed a doc to come check it out and possibly sew him up. So we hop in a couple of Humvees and head over there and pick him up. We actually ended up being forced to engage a vehicle that had blatantly ignored. We'd actually bounced a flare off the vehicle, and he still was speeding up on us. I think he was spotting for the IED that took out the first vehicle, because at the exact moment we started firing, the explosion caught the first vehicle from a roadside bomb that they had planted. We were trapped on a bridge, and we couldn't go left or right. We could only go forward or backwards. And we couldn't push through and leave the Humvee that had the injured behind, and we couldn't back up and leave them there either. And we were forced, without option, to go to the vehicle to assist. Small arms fire broke out. I went from a sprint to a scared sprint, which is a little bit faster, and using adrenaline. And I was probably about 50 yards from the first vehicle when the second roadside bomb caught me on foot. At that point, I was convinced that I was dead. Not that I was afraid I was dead. It was just I knew what IEDs could do, and I'd just been hit on foot by one that was literally probably 3 feet away from me. At that point, I realized, hey, look, I'm a corpsman. Let's see how bad it is. If I'm gonna die, I wanna see how bad it is. And I rolled over, and I was almost giddy with glee at seeing that it was something that I could do. I had my left leg almost completely torn off, and I was bleeding in a couple other places, pretty severely out of my knee. I didn't want to say, hey, I can do it, and just get giddy. I was just so relaxed. I guess it was partly me thinking that I was going to get a chance to see my daughter for the first time. My daughter had been born on June 25th, and this was September 17th, and I'd never met her. And I just wanted to meet my daughter no matter what happened. At that point, I realized that there was still small arms fire going on, and that it appeared to me that I had been shot a couple of times as well. I had the tourniquet on, and I was trying to see if there was a way that I could get behind something where I wouldn't be fired any longer. And almost more importantly to me was trying to see how far away I was from the first Humvee. And it was just no way for me to walk. My ankle had been, actually had a round go through my ankle and destroy my ankle. Had a round go through my knee and destroy my knee, and had shrapnel all up and down my legs. The firefight died down, and my Marines came and got me. They pulled me off, took me in there, and it's kind of funny because they laid me down, and one of the guys said, "You do realize that you've lost your leg, right?" And I guess the guy didn't realize I'd put my own tourniquet on, and I said, "Yeah, I know." And I probably looked like an idiot because I was smiling, because at that point I realized that I was probably going to be okay, at least long enough to get home and see my daughter.